right, there's your national anthem by Los Lunas. So Goddard's already out of the locker room here. Here comes Los Lunas.
And Coach Goddard deferred to the second half on the coin toss, so Los Lunas is going to be receiving the football here.
And Coach, I always like starting on defense, just me personally. I know there's a lot of different opinions on that. I think you always want to defer to the second half, so I like Goddard starting on defense here. So thanks for joining us here. We're on 106.5 Roswell Talk FM, as well as 98.7 The Eagle out of Berlin. So welcome. So we're expanding the audience here. This is Pecos Valley Broadcasting, KSVP Radio, TV.com as well. Gene Dow and his crew. We are also joined by our producer, the one and only, the legend, Tanner Todd. So we're going to try to call this game for you guys. So welcome if you're listening out there. So, Coach, we had touched on the history a little bit. So Goddard beat Los Lunas in the 2012 state championship, as well as the 2013 semifinals. The last two times, however, Los Lunas and Goddard have played in the semifinals, 2019 and 2018. Los Lunas won both of those games. So, Coach, a lot of rich history here in the playoffs between these two teams, and this is going to be another great one here. We're going to get Lefty Martinez kicking off for Goddard.
Yeah, these two teams are definitely not strangers to each other. They've met a lot, especially in the playoffs, like you just mentioned, Coach.
So Goddard's going to be kicking the ball off here, south to north. And Coach, Lefty's had some big kickoffs this year. He's got a big leg.
And him to come on stronger as the season's gone along, Coach. He's kicking it further, getting more touchbacks. So Lefty doing a great job for us on the kickoff.
So Los Lunas is on the field. Coach, they like to set up a starburst kickoff return if they have the chance. So Goddard will either try to put this deep in the end zone or on the ground short. All right, here we go. Goddard Nation, roll blue. Lefty Martinez going to kick this off here, waiting for the final signal from the referee. Los Lunas fans on their feet. Coach, here we go. Lefty going to kick this deep to the corner. Ooh. Los Lunas fumbles it, picks it back up. And there's Brandon Robinson, among others, down there. Great kickoff coverage for Goddard. So Lefty with the great kickoff to the deep corner. That was number 2 for Los Lunas. Fabian Trujillo gathered it. But, Coach, the kick was in a perfect spot to where Lunas could not set up their starburst kickoff return. So they're going to start off on their own 15-yard line on the left hash, working north to south. Starting for Goddard, you have Elias Armendariz at corner, Diego Nunez out there, safety, Palma, defensive end, Victor, defensive tackle, the other defensive end, Big Josh Torres, Jorge Beltran, Franzoy playing linebacker, Ariano linebacker, John Silva back at safety, and Elijah Kidos playing the other corner. And there's a run right up the middle. That's going to be Los Lunas quarterback number 17, handing off to, what was the number there, Coach? 2?
I think that was 2, Coach.
So that's going to be Fabian Trujillo on the run up the middle. Goddard with a good stop there. Lunas is going to pick up 3 yards, going to bring up a 2nd and 7 here on their own 18-yard line. Going to come out in a spread look here, 2-by-2, gun to the left.
Landon Victor coming up with a big tackle on that first down play, Coach.
So Searman's getting the call from the sideline. They go no huddle. He's going to do a play-action fake here. Going to pass the ball, and it's going to be completed to number 3, Emilio Mora for Lunas. It's going to be a first down up to the 40-yard line. So, Coach, Lunas goes spread there, little tempo, no huddle.
Just a seam up the middle by the slot receiver, Coach.
Off the play action, and
so Searman's with a good find of his receiver Mora.
Yeah, it was good coverage by Goddard, but an even better throw. And actually, there's a penalty. I didn't even see a flag, Coach.
Either did I.
So there's no flag on the field, but there is a penalty.
Sideline warning.
It's actually not a warning, so there's a sideline penalty. So they actually enforced either a coach. It must have been a taunting, but we never saw a flag. We never saw exactly what happened.
So after the play, so
it's an after the play. So it's still a 1st and 10 here. Handoff. This is going to be
number 7,
Carlos Sierman. So I'm assuming that's the brother of quarterback Paul. And coach, speaking of Los Lunas quarterback Paul Sierman's, we've both seen a lot of football this year. Coach, he might be the best quarterback in the state. He can run, he can pass, he runs the show. He's a great leader. He's going to be a big part of what Los Lunas does today. He is definitely their horse. They're going to ride him.
That's hard to argue against, Coach. He does it all, and he's one of the best running quarterbacks I've seen.
This is going to be Sierman's the running back here on the run, and he's going to break a tackle. And then Goddard's going to get that's going to be Jorge Beltran and Leighton Victor on the tackle, but this is after Sierman's breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's Carlos Sierman's.
That was tough.
So quarterback, running back, brother tandem here for Los Lunas early. 1st down Los Lunas. So they're back to where the pass was completed on their own 41-yard line, right hash here. This is going to be
an empty set, Coach.
It's a little empty set. Twins left.
And we had Pablo Zaragoza and Caleb Burrow coming in.
But one of them's a tight end, so it's a deuce left with an empty. Run right up the middle for Paul Siermans, and Goddard did a good job initially, but then Siermans is going to fall forward for 5, going to bring up a 2nd and 5. And, Coach, that's what Paul Siermans does. He is a strong runner. You got to get low and wrap him up.
Yeah, Coach, we just stopped him at the line. He lunged forward for 4 yards. Pablo Zaragoza with the tackle, but, yeah, initially a good stop, but then Siermans shows he's a strong kid. He lunged forward for 4 yards after meeting a plethora of Rockets at the line of scrimmage.
So Twins left, gun right, fullback to the left. Going to be a little play-action pass, and Siermans overthrows number 86, Michael Baca. So Lunas showing a lot of different looks here, mixing the run and pass. They went play action. They're going to bring up a 3rd and 5 right on the 45-yard line, middle of the field.
Good little pass in the flat right there by Siermans, Coach, but just a little too much sauce on it for his receiver, number 86, Michael Baca.
So gun left, Twins right. The slot receivers are up on the line of scrimmage. Play action pass, throw over the middle, and that's going to be dropped. Paul Siermans with a bullet over the middle. It was intended for Jalen Holland, right on the money. Wow, but drops it. Going to bring up an early 4th down here.
Yeah, Coach, he snuck in right behind our outside linebacker in front of our safety. It was a tight throw.
So, Coach, yeah, that's
hit him in the hands, though.
That's what
Coach.
I was gonna say too. You know, Goddard really playing good defense here, forcing some tight window throws. Los Lunas on for the punt, and that's a shank. He shanks that one. That's going to be out of bounds.
Coach.
Let's see where the officials are going to mark it.
Watch out, Dan's team.
So that is only going to be a 10-yard punt from Los Lunas. Goddard going to take over.
Great start by Goddard.
Great field position on their own 45-yard line. Left hash working south to north here. We're going to keep it here. Roswell Talk FM 106.5, 98.7 the Eagle in Berlin. Ooh. Shout out to Coach Neighbors there. Best radio voice in the nation. So here we go. Goddard going to take over on offense. Going to open up in the bone. Diego Nunez split to the right. It's a heavy bone. Los Lunas playing a heavy box. Crowd line of scrimmage. Toss to Silva. Got a little bit of space. Look out, Coach. John Silva in the open. He could go. One man to beat. He's going to take it to the house.
Roll blue.
John Silva. First play of the game. Goddard football. 55 yards on the toss in the heavy bone. Jonathan Silva from Goddard. Blue. 6-0. Goddard takes the lead. David Renteria going to come on here.
What an emphatic start by the Rockets, Coach. Big time stop on defense, and then first play we get in the bone. Good old-fashioned Rocket toss right for the touchdown. Silva back-to-back weeks with huge running plays for the Goddard Rockets.
How about Jonathan Silva, sophomore tailback, the first play of the game on offense for Goddard to the house in the heavy bone toss. The backside guard pulled. That was Landon Victor.
Drew Keelan leading at fullback.
Up there. Drew Keelan in there at fullback. And, Coach, it was a double team at the point of attack, down block. And
did Silbeam get touched, Coach?
Coach, I think he stumbled. I think that was he had so much space, and then he cut outside, and he was to the house. Coach Lunas had their linebackers walked up to the line of scrimmage there, kind of in a double A-gap pressure.
So if we beat the first line, get past the first line, there was nothing there.
It was just a down block, pull the backside guard, put a move on the safety.
House call. And Coach,
house call.
Early score in Artesia, 7-0 over Farmington with 9:13 left.
And
that touchdown happened almost simultaneously.
There you go. Renteria, we were so excited we missed the PAT, and it was good. So Goddard, early lead here, 7-0, 8:55 first quarter. And, Coach, that's exactly how you want to start on the road, going into playing an outstanding football team in their own stadium. Hostile environment is correct. Goddard takes the lead, 7-0. Here's Lefty on the kick. So Lunas is going to have a chance to set up. That they are going to set up the starburst. It's going to be into Goddard's bound. There's Brandon Robinson hanging on, though. Good job by Brandon Robinson.
It looked like to number 3, Emilio Mora got the ball on the starburst, Coach, and Brandon Robinson all over it.
So for those listening on the radio and not watching the screen, by starburst, we mean one guy catches it and then 3 or 4 guys kind of cross back and forth. They fake some handoffs. It's kind of a misdirection kickoff return, and Lunas got it set up there, but Goddard all over it. So Lunas on their own 20-yard line here, left hash working north to south.
Yeah, great kick coverage right there by the Rockets and back-to-back kickoffs, Coach.
It's
Lunas
a heavy twins
20.
right, gun left. Sermon's going to hand this ball off, and that's going to be his brother, Carlos Sermons, on the keeper up the middle.
Josiah Ariana all over that one, Coach. Short gain right there by Searmans. Can come up with a 2nd and 7 at the left hash from the Lunas 23-yard line.
So 2nd and 7 for Lunas. Lunas bringing in their tight end package here. That's Baca, I believe. Michael Baca, tight end, checking on here. So Lunas going to run a little bone here. So this is going to be a heavy, just a regular bone with a split left. Now they're going to shift into empty. So Paul Sermons solo in the backfield in the gun. Bone to shift to empty. He's throwing the ball deep here. Elijah Kiddos running deep with him, and that's good coverage.
Step for step with number 13,
Ethan
Coach.
Baca.
Step for step, Elijah Kiddos. Lunas tries to throw a deep fade ball, but to number 13, Ethan Baca, but Elijah Kiddos all over it.
And that's been Elijah Kiddos all year, Coach. Shut down corner. What else can you say? Several interceptions on the year and step for step there. And, Coach, you could see a little bit of Paul Sermon's talent there. Wow, he threw that ball 50 yards in the air, just overthrew him just a little bit.
He threw it high and watched it fly, Coach. That was a great display of arm strength right there. Just a little off, though, thankfully for the Rockets.
2-by-2, 3rd and 8, big play here. And Goddard is all over that. It's a run right up the middle. Interesting play call there on 3rd and 8. Lunas runs it right up the middle. Goddard all over it. So that was a spread look, 2-by-2. And they just ran it right up the middle with Carlos Sermon. So Goddard, Coach, another stop here. Going to bring up a 4th and 6. Lunas is going to be punting. So the line of scrimmage is on their own 24. The punter's standing right on his 10, right in the middle of the field. You have Elias Armendariz along with Silva. Back to high snap, but he does get it. This punt is better than the other one. Silva fields it off the bounce, but Lunas is all over that. So great punt, great coverage by the Los Lunas Tigers. Goddard's going to take over. Coach, we're going to try to sneak in a timeout here. We'll be back in 30, 106.5, 98.7 Eagle.
Get up to $4,000 overbook at Roswell Nissan. You heard that right. Up to $4,000 overbook for your trade. Trade values are setting records, so bring it in and upgrade. With $1 down, no payments till next year, and up to $4,000 for your trade. Now is the time. Roswell Nissan has special programs available that can make it happen for you regardless of your situation. Get a free turkey with an appraisal and free AirPods with a qualified test drive. Up to $4,000 overbook. On now at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
All right, we're back. Silva on the toss. Same play we scored the touchdown on, and he's going to pick up about 7 right there. Same look, heavy bone right. Nunez split to the right, toss to Silva. Good first down play for Goddard, leading 7-0, 6:57 and running in the first quarter. Tie game in Artesia, 7-7. Coach, great football all over the state. Cleveland beat Las Cruces High last night, 42-24. And Coach, Rio Rancho and La Cueva, sounds like they played had the game of the year last night. Rio Rancho comes out on top in double overtime. Goddard, same look, heavy bone to the right, 2nd and 6, toss to Silva. He's got a little bit of space. Oh, and that's a good tackle by number 42, Eric Aragon for Los Lunas. But Coach Goddard playing very well at the point of attack. If Silva breaks that, Coach, he might be in the end zone again. The offensive line really doing a good job for Goddard right now. This is going to bring up a 3rd and 3. Goddard on their own 44-yard line, right hash.
Vega gets the play call from Coach White.
The Los Lunas fans on their feet, being loud, trying to encourage the defense to get a stop here. Toss to Silva again, same play. He's got room. Look out! He could go! Oh! And a shoestring tackle. He was almost going to the house again. A shoestring tackle by number 22 for Los Lunas. Nicholas Torres saves a touchdown.
Saves a touchdown, Coach. Like you said earlier, these Goddard Rockets offensive linemen are moving the defensive line back at the point of attack and really just dominating the trenches right now at the moment.
But Silva with a 30-yard run down to Los Lunas' 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Coach, he was, shoestring tackle or he was gone. Goddard cooking early here in the bone. This is a regular bone look. Nunez split to the right, toss to Silva again. And Coach Lunas has seen enough of that play. They just sent the house there. So that's going to be a 2-yard loss or so. But Coach John Silva, but really Goddard's offensive line until that play has dominated this game so far.
And then you have
Lunas with a big stop there brings up a 2nd and 10.
Then you have Franzoy and Drew Keelan leading the way for him.
There we go. Bone. Nunez split to the right. This is going to be a trap play to Keelan up the middle. He's going to fall forward. He's going to get about 7. Coach going to bring up a 3rd and 3. So a trap to Drew Keelan. So definitely 2-down territory here for Goddard.
Big time.
3rd and 3. Got 2 plays to get 3 yards.
From the Los Lunas 29-yard line. Big time run right there by Drew Keelan. Good play call by Coach White. So Vega coming in, gets the play call. Goddard lining up again in a heavy bone right. 4-down territory, though. Here we go.
Nunez split to the right. Toss to Silva. He's got some space. He's going to fall forward, pick up the first down. Oh, no, actually there's a fumble on the play, and Los Lunas has it. Oh, man. Coach, he had the first down, and he fell forward, and he lost the ball as he was falling forward. So a big stop for Los Lunas there. Oh, man. Tough break for Goddard. Had the first down and fumbled.
Deep in Los Lunas territory, too, Coach. Yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow right there. Hopefully, this Goddard Rocket defense can come up with another big stop.
So Silva's just gotta respond. You know, he's gonna get the ball again all day. Tough break for Goddard. Big play for Los Lunas. Coach, Los Lunas had to have that stop right there. So now Los Lunas takes over on their own 25-yard line.
Twin to the right, running back to the right, fullback also.
Sermon's going to keep this. And he's driving the pile forward, and that's what he does. It's going to be a 5 or 6 yard gain. pushing the pile.
Host of Rockets ripping at that ball, Coach. That's what he likes to do. That play is designed to the right, Coach. He cut that back and ran into some Rockets, but pushed the pile forward a little bit. But he does love the cutback runs.
Well, and you can just see that Los Lunas is probably already at the point here early in the first half. You know, they need to get Paul Sermon some more touches here and try to tie this game up. And you saw it on a first down there. I think you'll continue to see it. Same look here, Twins right, gun left, fullback to the right as well. It's going to be Carlos Sermons on the keeper. Ball's out! Rolls out! Goddard's got it!
Right back at you, baby. Roll blue.
Oh, wow! Goddard's defense said, we'll take your fumble and raise you one. Goddard with the turnover.
Big time stick at the point of attack, Coach. Knocked the ball out. We get it. In Los Lunas territory at their 39-yard line, in between the middle of the field and the right hash. Roll blue.
Roll blue. Here we go. Goddard up 7-0, 3:05 to go. First quarter. Ball's going to be in the middle of the field on Los Lunas' 39-yard line. Wow, both defenses trading turnovers there.
And Goddard, Los Lunas' defense has to be a little tired, Coach. They've been on the field an awful lot.
Double wing look. Noah Reese at tailback. He's going to get the toss. The big boy falling forward there. 8 yards, call it. So, Coach, that was a double wing look with the single back. That was Reese as the single back. Nunez still split to the right. Silva went in motion as the wing there. So Goddard coming out in a new formation there. Reese getting a little bit of tailback.
Los Lunas' big left tackle, who also plays on the D-line, coming up a little gimpy on the play. Hopefully he's all right.
Hopefully
but, man,
he's okay. And
what a run by Reese. Running with some anger, Coach. I like it.
So there is a
injury timeout.
So let's see. Now they're going to wind the clock here.
We have
2:43 and running, 2nd and 3. I think you'll see Goddard sticking that same double wing formation there. Coach White mixing it up here.
Reese again in at the running back position.
It's going to be a little heavy trips to the right. Reese, going to be a toss right to Reese. He's going to fall forward again, going to pick up the first down, I think. That's going to be really close. So kind of a heavy trips there, trips bunch to the right, toss right to Reese, and they're going to mark this a first down.
Shout out to Kevin Jones.
What's up, Coach Jones?
Listening.
Oh, yeah.
Always great to hear from Coach Jones, the man, the myth, the legend.
Double wing here. Franzoy back at tailback. Motion to Silver. This is going to be a toss to Franzoy. He's going to pick up 2. Going to be a late flag on the play.
Hopefully that's not a hold, Coach. We can't afford to get behind the 6 against this type of defense.
It was really kind of a simple play there. Not a lot went on. Just a 1-yard gain. It's going to be a personal foul. Okay, so it's going to be a personal foul chop block on Goddard. So I think one of our linemen tried to cut backside and accidentally high load. I think somebody
one of our other linemen was already engaged.
So a huge penalty there. So this is going to bring up a 1st and 25. So Goddard back to their own 46-yard line right hash. Going south to north here.
Goddard has been moving the ball pretty well, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if they got this first down, Coach. At the Los Lunas 44-yard line.
This is going to be a false start on Goddard. So Goddard's in that double wing look. Tight end to the left. Nunez split to the right. Reese at tailback, and they're putting Silva in motion there to the single receiver side. And the wing just moved a little bit early there. So, Coach, 1st and 30.
From the Los Lunas 49-yard line on the right hash. So, long way to go, Coach.
Double wing, tight end to the left. Nunez split to the right. Reese single back. Silva in motion. Going to be a give up the middle to Reese. Good first down gain there. Going to fall forward for about 4 yards, but bring up a 2nd and 26 after 2 penalties. Going to be up to Goddard's 46-yard line, still on the right hash.
So Silva is that left wing that's been going in motion. I wouldn't be surprised if we just turn around and give it to him for a fly sweep in a second, Coach. He's been electric all day behind that great offensive line. Fabian Segovia, Landon Victor, Alvin Montoya, Pablo Zaragoza, and Josh Torres anchoring that offensive line.
So Goddard going to come out into trips here. Trips left, single to the right, gun right. That's Vega and Silva in the backfield. Going to swing this out to Silva.
Coach, he's got room.
So that's just a little swing pass to the right. Nobody covers him. Silva's going to pick up a big chunk of yards, going to bring up a third, and we'll call it about 15. Goddard's going to get up to their 35-yard line, so still a long way to go, but a great-looking play. There was trips. It was trips into the field, and they ran a little swing pattern with Silva back into the boundary. Lunas doesn't pick him up. So a big play there, going to bring up a 3rd and 16. Goddard's going to call a timeout. And we're going to take a really quick timeout as well. 106.5 Roswell Talk FM, 98.7 Berlin, the Eagle.
Have you noticed the days are getting shorter? This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but we're on the downhill side of the year, so every day is a couple of minutes shorter than the one before, even though your plants need plenty of food and water to keep them healthy. Like those globe willows that are turning yellow. A good dose of the right fertilizer will make them bright green again. No matter what the problems you're having, we probably have a cure at Roswell Seed Company, but come see us soon, because winter's coming, you know.
All right, we're back. So Goddard had a 1st and 10 deep in Los Lunas territory after forcing a fumble. 2 big penalties puts Goddard back to 1st and 30. Goddard gets a big completion to John Silva after a short run. So this is going to bring up a 3rd and 16 for Goddard. Now at the start of the second quarter, with the lead 7-0, so we're going to flip the field. Goddard moving north to south now on the Lunas 35-yard line. Going to be a trips left, gun right, Vega and Silva in the backfield. Elias Armendariz split to the right. And he's going to throw.
He's got a man.
Romero! Tazzy Cat! Elijah Romero! Smooth hands!
Smooth hands, Romero!
In the middle of the seam!
What a throw by Adrian.
Oh, baby! Vega to Romero! Throw those hands up! Vega to Romero from Goddard! Roll blue, 13-0. Goddard with the lead.
35-yard touchdown pass. Wow.
Coach, was that Adrian Vega or David Vega? How about the pump to the right, step up in the pocket, drop a dime down the middle of the field, a post to Romero. The PAT is up and good. 14-0. Goddard with the lead. Roll
blue.
Goddard on fire here early.
Coach, the thing I like best about that is not only the protection, but Vega scanned the field, went through at least 2 or 3 different of his progressions, found Romero, smooth hands Romero up the seam for that 35-yard touchdown pass. What a thing of beauty. Who says Goddard doesn't pass? You didn't just see what we saw. Roll blue.
Coach, you said it, I think his initial read was to the single receiver side. That was Elias Armendariz on the go route. So Vega looked there, didn't like it. He hitches up in the pocket and just throws a dime right down the middle of the field. And it was actually great coverage, but a perfect throw. And Elijah Smooth Hands Romero comes down with it. And, Coach, shout out to the offensive line, to be able to get to your second or third read on basically, it's 3rd and 16, it's 4 vertical routes, and to have that much time to throw, the offensive line, great job. Goddard leads 14-0, 11:54, second quarter. Here comes our guy Lefty with the kickoff now.
Coach
Slight
White.
wind into his face now.
Coach White is dialing it up today, Coach. He's got this Los Lunas defense off balance.
Lefty with the kick down the middle. Lunas going to try to set up their starburst. 1 fake, 2 fakes. This is Holland now. He's got some space. Look out. Sorry, that's not Holland. That's Mora. But there's a flag back around where Lunas caught the ball.
And usually this means it's going to be a holding, coach. They're going to take Lunas again inside their own 20-yard line.
If this is holding on Lunas, that's a really big penalty because it's going to be from the spot, which is back deep in their territory. So let's see what the call is here, Coach. And it is going to be a holding on Los Lunas. So
Coach Lefty and the kickoff team again doing a great job. Man, Lunas has started at their own 20 or inside their own 20 every time they've gotten the ball today. That's 3 times with our 2 scores in the initial kickoff. Man, big time. Shout out to Lefty Martinez and that kickoff coverage team.
So big spot in this game for both teams. Lunas, they have got to respond here, down 14-0. Goddard's defense really... If Goddard can come up with another stop here, Coach, it would be huge. Paul Sermon's going to keep this right up the middle, and he's going to break a tackle, fall forward. He's going to get it right at the 30, so a 10-yard gain. And, Coach, we keep saying it. You know, we keep expecting Los Lunas to really ride Paul Sermon's, and, you know, so far they've really kind of spread it around. I think I would keep riding him.
Yeah, Coach, even a pass play, you don't like your first progression, you can go, buddy. We trust you.
And they're going to get into empty. Trips right, 2 to the left. Sermons, this is going to be a motion. Sermons is going to keep it right up the middle. He's going to fall forward, and so another good gain for Paul Sermons up the middle.
So fake the fly sweep to number 12, Jose Avila, and then Sermons just takes up the middle for about a gain of 8, Coach. And I think the Los Lunas coaches realize what you just said. They're going to ride their horse and ride him all game long. And not a bad plan, but this Goddard D's been playing tough as nails. So let's see if they come up with another big-time stop.
So Los Lunas on their own 38-yard line, going south to north here, 10:52 and running second quarter. Going to be a gun left, fullback to the right, tight end, Z receiver to the left. This is going to be a wide run to Carlos Sermons. Goddard's all over.
They held us, Coach. One of their receivers was holding us, too.
So there is a flag down here, and this was just a wide zone play there to Carlos Sermons. Goddard was all over it, and I think this is going to be coming back. It was just a 2-yard gain anyways. Let's see what the call is, though. Lunas is already backing up.
Yeah, Coach, it looked like they were holding number 11, Diego Nunez, right there. So, gosh, nice.
That's a big penalty for Lunas. They had 2nd and 1, and they ran the wide zone there, and it's coming back. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 11.
I hate to keep harping on it, Coach, but that play didn't go to 17 Shermans, and they get a loss of yards based off the penalty. So bad things are happening when they don't go to Shermans, and good things are when they do. So
Lunas on the right hash now. The hash closer to Goddard's sideline.
2nd and 11 at the at the Los Lunas 29-yard line.
Twins
so a ways
right,
to go.
Twins left, gun right. Sermons back to pass, straight drop back, pressure from Palma. He steps up.
Ooh.
And he had him open up the seam, but he kind of threw a little back shoulder there like he was expecting him to sit down. But that was number 2, Fabian Trujillo, kept his route high up the seam, and Sermons kind of threw it like he was going to sit down. Incomplete pass.
Big time play by Eric Palmer right there, giving the pressure so that Sermons wasn't comfortable, and he had to run to the left away from his throwing side. So great job right there by Palmer forcing the incompletion.
Big 3rd down now, 3rd and 11 for Los Lunas on their own 29-yard line. Clock is stopped on the incomplete pass, 10:33 second quarter. Twins right, Twins left, gun left. I'm going to see Shermans get out on the move here, and he does. He's going to roll out to the left, looking deep. He's going to throw it deep, and it's complete.
No.
And he's got space. Trujillo with the catch. A big play for Los Lunas, Fabian Trujillo.
Coming across the right side, Coach. That play took a long time to develop, but it did develop in a big-time throw and pass right there by the Los Lunas Tigers. They're going to have the ball at the Goddard Rocket 37-yard line on the left hash, 1st and 10.
So it was a sprint out there. They let Searman sprint to his left and kind of have the whole field to scan, and then they dragged Trujillo all the way across the field on the money, throwing to his left, breaks a tackle into Goddard territory. 1st and 10 on Goddard's 37 now. Twins right, tight end to the left. gun right, fullback to the left. They shift the fullback over, going to run to the left behind the tight end and fullback. That's Carlos Sermon's going to fall forward for an 8-yard gain.
Brought down by number 11, Diego Nunez, and number 28, Jorge Beltran. Man, your Goddard Rockets are bringing the lumber today. Sermon's got a good gain right there of 9 yards, but he felt it, that's for sure.
So Lunas shifted the fullback to the tight end side there after they checked with the sideline there. And then they ran right behind the fullback and the tight end for a 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1.
2-by-2 formation, gun right. Searman's going to do a little fake swing pass and run up the middle for a draw. A big-time gain, about 10, 11 yards. Going to have the ball at the Goddard Rocket 17-yard line for a first down.
So Searman's look to his right, quick little pump fake to the right in a 2-by-2 set, and then just runs it right up the middle. First down. Going to be on Goddard's 17-yard line, middle of the field. Empty look now. Trips right, Twins left. Searman's in the shotgun. Motion from the other Searman's. He's going to fake it. Paul Searman's going to keep it, and another flag. And, yeah, they held Leighton Victor. Just yanked him down. Leighton.
Just grabbed him and threw him down, Coach. They're going to be big-time penalty against Lunas.
And Coach, Lunas didn't really need to do that. It was
behind the play.
It was an empty formation, and
oh no!
Oh, so it's actually they're gonna call it
defensive chop block.
Defensive chop there on Goddard. So they're gonna tack on half the distance after the play. So Los Lunas 1st and goal from Goddard's 5. So Los Lunas in business now, 1st and goal. It's going to be Twins to the right, gun left, fullback to the right, tight end to the left.
1st and goal from the 5 for Lunas. Gives us number 20.
That's going to be down to the 1. I thought it was going to be a touchdown for a second. It's going to be number 20, Kevin Munoz on the handoff from Searman's down to the 1-inch line.
Lunas going fast.
Hurry. Still in the shotgun, though. Same formation. Going to give it to Munoz, and now he'll fall forward. Oh, but there's a flag down.
Were they not set, Coach?
I don't think they were set, Coach. Los Lunas went in a hurry right there. It's okay. It's going to be offsides, Goddard. So it's going to be a touchdown.
Play.
It's going to be
no play, Coach.
Oh, it's before the play.
Yeah, no play. So it's going to be half the distance to the
and Coach, half the distance to the goal. You cannot move the ball any closer than what it is.
That's right, Coach.
So it'll be interesting to see if Lunas is a shotgun team, but it'll be interesting to see if they go under center here. This is so close to the goal line.
You got to think you would with Searman's as strong as he is.
So Searman's is going to go under center here, and this will just be a quarterback sneak, get a snap, and he's going to fall forward.
Oh, I don't know if he got it, Coach.
Does he? He
no.
did not get it.
The Goddard defensive line does a great job at the point of attack, push the lineman into Searman's, and he fell, Coach.
Wow, so he's actually going to lose a Snickers bar right there. It's going to be 3rd and a Snickers bar. Wow.
Or 3rd and a 6-inch meatball sub.
Yeah.
Goddard, let's go. Come up with a big-time goal line stand right
now
here.
So now Searman's is back in the shotgun now. 3rd and goal. Snickers to go. Going to give it back to Munoz.
Oh, Beltran meets him at the line, Coach.
Oh, it's a touchdown. So Munoz falls forward. He was met right at the goal line by George Beltran and kind of stood him up for a second, but then Munoz falls forward. So touchdown Los Lunas. They cut into Goddard's lead 14-6 now. Extra point pending. Los Lunas going to show a swinging gate here. Goddard is used to seeing this from Artesia and some other teams, so Lunas shifts into their PAT formation. This is going to be number 1, Caden Bell. For Los Lunas, on for the PAT, it's down. The kick's up, it's good.
Coach, that kid's got a leg.
So Los Lunas cuts into Goddard's lead here, 14-7, 7:30 to go, second quarter, 106.5, Roswell Talk FM 98.7, the Eagle in Belen. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, So Easy Sewing finally has our most popular sewing machines and sergers back in stock. We have the Zest, our entry-level machine, on sale for $149. We have the Amazing Jazz 2, which boasts a 12-inch throat, on sale for $7.99, and our number one selling Verve sewing embroidery combo machine on sale for $9.99. All machines include lifetime instruction on the use of the machine. Hurry in to 200 East College Boulevard in Roswell to claim your new machine before they're gone. So Easy Sewing. You've never had it so easy.
All right, we are back. Goddard leads 14-7, 7:30, second quarter. Los Lunas had to have
They needed that, Coach.
A touchdown drive right there, Coach Roybal, and they did it. Mostly Paul Sirmans, their gunslinger, junior quarterback, maybe the best quarterback in the state, definitely one of the best. And Coach, they put the ball in his hands there, and Lunas answers. Here's Bell with the kickoff, and he has a strong leg, and that is
out of the back of the end zone.
That almost hit the big eye in Albuquerque. Touchback. So Goddard's going to take over from their own 20-yard line, and that's a huge weapon in high school football, especially if you have a kid that can kick off to the end zone and force the other team to go 80. You know, college, NFL, they're more used to that, but man, if you can make the other team go 80 yards, high school football, it's a big advantage. And Caden Bell from Los Lunas, Coach, I haven't seen him not kick it in the end zone all year. So,
Coach, I think that ball barely came down just now.
So Goddard, here we go.
Heavy bone to the left for Goddard at the 20-yard line. The little toss to Franzoy has room, takes it upfield for about a 9-10-yard
gain. But a
game.
flag on the play.
Oh, no.
So this looks like this is going to come back. So probably usually that's a hold when they
thrown from the back judge at the line. Yeah, that's usually going to be a hold on, Coach. Oh.
Are they going to pick it up?
They pointed the Lunas side. Yes.
So it's a personal foul, Los Lunas, a hit to the head. So it's going to be a 10-yard run from Franzoy, tack on another 15.
Nice. 25-yard play for Goddard.
Coach, both defenses, playing tough physical football here and getting called for some penalties. And, we're both old school football. We wish that, you could kind of hit as hard as you used to be able to. Just kind of a reality of today's football. You're going to get more of those kind of hitting too hard penalties, and Los Lunas gets one there. So big break for Goddard. Toss to the right now. Silva trying to fall forward. He's going to get 0 on that one. Los Lunas' defense all over that one. Lunas kind of playing at a different speed on defense now, really bringing the house towards that toss.
So going to be 2nd and 10 from the Goddard 45-yard line, Coach, close to the middle of the field.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Los Lunas with a good defensive play there on 1st and 10. Goddard on their own 45-yard line with the lead, 14-7, 6:35 and running. Coach, this is a big drive for Goddard. They get the ball coming out to start the third quarter. So Goddard needs to hopefully score, but at least try to use up a lot of this clock. Get back-to-back possessions here. Vega under center, double wing. Franzoy back at tailback. Reese in motion. Vega going to drop back to pass. Scrambling to his left. He's going to throw this.
Oh, Coach, he caught it, but was he in bounds?
And we're going to get another flag. So he sprinted left, threw it. I thought he was throwing it away, but Romero actually tried to tightrope the sideline. Is he out of bounds, though? And there's a flag. So it
could be a late hit or a hold,
Let's
Coach.
Unwind this one
this
here.
Is a late hit against the quarterback.
It was a late flag in the area where Vega threw the ball.
Yes, Coach, it is.
Roughing the passer on Los Lunas.
15-yard penalty, going to put us in the Los Lunas Tiger territory.
So big play there, and Coach, I'm still unsure if Romero actually caught that. It really looks like he did. It doesn't matter because it's a penalty on Los Lunas, but
But, man, Coach, either way, what a throw and what a catch.
Either way, what a throw. I mean, I know he caught it. I just don't know if he was inbounds.
Showing off some more toe drag swag.
Coach, I thought Vega was throwing
Me
that
too.
away.
I thought that was gonna be on the
So here
on
we
the
go.
bench.
Another big penalty on Los Lunas. Now in Lunas territory on the Lunas 40-yard line. Vega under center, trap to Keelan up the middle. He's going to fall forward for 3 yards. That's the second time Goddard has ran that quick trap out of the bone to Drew Keelan. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 7. Clock running here. 5:56 and counting, second quarter. Silva checking back on. Reese checking off. Vega bringing in the play. Nunez split to the left. Bone with Silva, Franzoy. Keelan at fullback. Vega under center. Heavy bone to the left. Toss left to Franzoy. Lunas is all over that one. Franzoy trying to fight for it. He doesn't. Franzoy's going to lose 3 on that one. Going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
From the Los Lunas 40 on the left half. Yeah, Coach, Los Lunas all over that one, unfortunately. Franzoy ran into a wall right there of Tigers. So a big 3rd down coming up.
5:10 and running.
We have 14-7 score at Farmington. Up on Artesia. Again, Farmington up on Artesia 14-7.
Los Lunas fans on their feet. A chant of defense. This is a big play. 3rd and 10. Tricks right, gun right. Nunez split to the left, and that snap is low. Vega does a good job just jumping on that one. But Goddard going to lose 4 on that. Going to bring up a 4th and long here.
What do you think, Coach? We were going 18 option right there?
Coach, it was either going to be 18 option or that swing pass again, but it was a low snap, and Vega just jumps on it. So Lunas, big stop here, going to force the punt. So is this going to be Burrell on to punt for Goddard? So Goddard on their own, the Lunas 43-yard line left hash, punting north to south. Number 22, Nicholas Torres back to receive for Goddard. Good punt from Burrell. They're going to let this go. Let's see where it bounces. Good. Goddard bounce. He does pick it up.
Whoa.
Last second. Whoa, dangerous play for Lunas.
22, Nicholas Torres is the Riverboat Gambler, fielding the ball as it was bouncing right with Brandon Robinson in front of him.
And then Robinson with the quick tackle. So this is going to be Lunas on their own 5-yard line, or 7-yard line.
Smartly of Robinson punching at the ball, but 22 is able to hold on to it. Riverboat Gambler.
Ooh. Scary play there
For the Tigers.
Usually you'd want your punt returner just to run to the sideline, let that ball go.
Everyone's screaming snake. Oof. Usually when that happens, everyone gets away from it. Or Peter if you're Coach Hyder.
Twins to the right. Gun to the right. Tight end and fullback to the left. Paul Sermon's in the shotgun, getting the play. Goddard going to shift their defense now. Going to be a base run right up the middle there. Going to be a 1-yard gain. Goddard defense, Landon Victor with the tackle along with Colton Franzoy. It's going to be Carlos Sermons on the carry. So just a 2-yard gain there.
And Coach, what
3:37 and running. Los Lunas on their own 10-yard line.
How about the Goddard special teams today? Los Lunas had to start deep in their territory every time except for when they got a fumble.
So Twins right, gun to the right here. Going to see Sermons drop back and pass. No, they're going to run it right up the middle. Eric Palma says no more. Tackle for loss along with Burrell. Burrell and Palma all over the run up the middle. They're going to lose one. Coach Burrell and Palma from
Goddard.
Old Blue, 3rd and long now.
And looks like
actually they're going to say no gain on that. I thought he lost a couple, but
I'm a little surprised with the play calling right now, Coach. I thought that Lunas would try to get down the field quick, but it looks like they're content right now.
Yeah, Lunas is really, they're huddling. They're taking their time, 2:45 and running. Maybe trying to slow play Goddard here. And they're really letting the clock run here. They've got to be close to a play clock violation here. Now he's trying to change the play, and that is going to be a penalty, Coach.
Man, Coach.
So it's really interesting.
Who's watching that?
So Los Lunas had been in mostly a no-huddle style here, and with 2 minutes and counting, late first half, we thought maybe they would open it up and try to get some chunk plays, but they slowed down their pace. And then they actually huddled and then tried to change the play at the line after they huddled, and play clock violation. So 3rd and 15 now. Lunas from their own 5. Sierraman's back to pass. He's going to throw deep. He's got a guy open, but overthrows him. So, and there is going to be a penalty, or did the flag fall out of his pocket?
Coach, that had to have fallen out, Coach.
Because he was running. Coach, that official was running fast. Yeah, I think his flag just fell out.
Oh, sideline warning for the Rockets.
So this will be 4th down. It's an incomplete pass. So Lunas, kind of what we had thought, maybe trying to slow play Goddard there, make it look like they were just content on running out the clock, and then 3rd and long, they go a little curl and go deep, and Elias Armendariz did a pretty good job getting hands-on, kind of rerouting that curl and go. Sierraman's launched it deep. He was open, but it was a big overthrow. Coach, Lunas has to punt from the back of their end zone.
Oh, Lunas had 12, Coach. They need to. Oh, that should be a flag.
Their punter, his heels are almost on the back line. A good punt, though. Silva's got room for Goddard.
Have good field position.
Silva cutting to the outside now, has a little bit of space, breaks a tackle. So Coach Goddard in business here. 1:58 to go, second quarter. Lunas with the punt from the back of their end zone. It was a good punt, but deep right to Silva. He makes a man miss. Going to pick up about 15 on the return. We'll see where they spot this. It's going to be deep in Lunas territory.
Yeah, Coach, I really don't understand the Los Lunas play call. And you're giving the ball back to Goddard deep in your own territory with 2 minutes left to go.
So, and they are going to get Los Lunas for 12 men on the field, like what we had said. Goddard's going to decline the penalty. Los Lunas really out of sorts here, struggling with their personnel groupings and, a little
controlling the
indecisive on what they want to do, and Goddard reaping the benefits of that on Los Lunas's 31-yard line, left hash, 1st and 10, 1:58 to go, second quarter. Vega in the shotgun now, a little T-pistol look.
Oh, Coach, Silva's
He's going to go to the house.
Touchdown, Rockets, roll blue.
Middle, Jonathan Silva. So, Coach, Goddard jumps into their T-pistol look. It's a double gun with a near fullback, and that was just a base run to Jonathan Silva. House call number 2.
House call, Coach. That's twice we scored on the first play of a drive, and just coming out with something Los Lunas wasn't prepared for.
So Silva on the 15-yard punt return, and then the 31-yard touchdown from
Goddard.
Roll blue. Renteria on for the PAT, trying to sneak that over the crossbar.
And he does. But it went in, Coach.
PAT is good. Goddard cooking. 21-7. 1:52 to go, second quarter.
Roll blue.
We'll be back 106.5, 98.7.
Mays Lumber has all the hard-to-find hardwood you've been looking for. Oak, cherry, walnut, poplar, and maple. Plus, hard-to-find exotic woods like purple heart, zebra wood, ambrosia maple, black limba, and bloodwood. Perfect for that one-of-a-kind gift piece or table. Get ready with Formica and Wilson Art countertops in 12-footer custom length with installation available. Make it happen at Mays Lumber, 115 South Virginia in Roswell, serving southeastern New Mexico and beyond since 1934.
So we're back. Goddard with a big early lead here, 21-7 over Los Lunas. Jonathan Silva, 31-yard touchdown run. Lefty Martinez going to kick off deep now to Lunas. So, Coach, we talked briefly during the timeout. Lunas had the ball on their own 10, the possession before this, and really kind of sat on the ball like they were trying to run out the clock.
They played real conservative,
and
Coach.
Gave Goddard another chance, and Goddard houses him first place. So it'll be really interesting to see what Lunas does here. Because we're basically back in the same position. Deep kickoff, starburst kickoff here. He's going to keep it, though. He's got a little bit of space now, number 23, Darren Romero. They fake the starburst. He keeps it, runs wide to the field, going to get up to the 30-yard line of Los Lunas. So, Coach, it's going to be really interesting. Lunas in the same spot last possession really kind of sat on the ball, got really conservative. So I wonder if they're going to do that here again. 1:45 to go.
Goddard up 21-7, and remember, Goddard receives the kickoff in the second half.
Both of us, yeah, Coach, we were a little surprised that how conservative Lunas was on their last possession. We'll see what they do here. 1:45 to go before half. 2-by-2 formation, gun to the left. Sermon's back. They're going to run a power play to the quarterback. He's going to keep it, fall forward for 5. That's a good play for Goddard. I mean, the clock's going to be running here. 5-yard gain. Let's see what Lunas does. They do make substitutions. They are going to huddle here, Coach. So Lunas is going to huddle. So it really seems like Lunas is not in any hurry here.
This is playing in Goddard's favor.
Running. Going to be in the bone now. Sermon's under center. Check that. They're going to shift now to a trips bunch to the left. Sermon's back to pass, throwing it deep. He lets that one go. Incomplete pass. Good coverage by Elias Armendariz. That was intended for number 3, Emilio Mora.
And Coach,
so the fans want a pass interference, but Elias Armendariz flipped his hips around, flipped his head around, and
they were both arm fighting, Coach.
Yeah, and both players were looking back for the ball. That's great coverage.
And again, Coach, I don't like that play call either. They have him rolling to the left, throwing to the left hash, and throwing him all the way, having him throw all the way to the right sideline.
So now it gets interesting again. So the clock has stopped. And 1:06 to go.
Goddard still has 2 timeouts.
If you're Goddard and you can force an incomplete pass, you force Lunas to punt again here. We'll see what they do. Lunas is going to drop back and pass here, and that's going to be incomplete over the
again,
middle.
Coach.
So interesting, Coach, really interesting sequence here. The last 2 possessions for Los Lunas, it's almost as if they can't really make up their mind if they want to sit on the ball or be aggressive. It's really a strange mix of play calls back and forth here. And so now again, so Coach Goddard's going to get 2 possessions in the final 2 minutes of the first half here.
And I'm pretty sure
Lunas has to punt here now. So the punter's heels are on his own 20-yard line right in the middle. 1:02, clock stopped. And if you're Goddard, maybe you think about an all-out block attempt here. You know, try to make a big play. Snap.
They are coming for it, Coach. Ooh.
Spiral on the punt. Tight spiral. Silva catches it. He's going to fall forward. So now I think you'll see Goddard. What do you do if you're Goddard? 54 seconds left, 21-7 lead. I think, Goddard, Coach White is really, really aggressive, but I think maybe if I'm Goddard, I might just sit on this here and just take in my 21-7 lead and knowing coming out. But
knowing you get the ball at halftime, Coach.
But at the same time, you really have Lunas on their heels as well. They're kind of shell-shocked right now.
The run game and pass game working for the Rockets.
So I think maybe just run a couple of your base runs here and try to get loose. Let's see. You have Manuel Vinzer checking on. Goddard's going to be in the spread here. Gun to the left. 2-by-2 formation.
It looks like they're manning up with a cover 1 safety
motion
up top.
from Romero. Going to be another false start on Goddard. So it was a 2-by-2 set there. Romero was going to motion to the field to make it a trips, and somebody from Goddard jump. So false start Goddard. 1st and 15. Going to back up.
So update from Artesia. Artesia with a touchdown. So it's 14-14 with 4:51 left in the first half over there. Over here in Los Lunas, your Goddard Rockets are up 21-7 with the ball with 54 seconds left. 1st and 15 at the Los Lunas 30.
So Goddard trips left, gun right. Manuel Vinzer split wide to the right.
Remember, because this is the formation we hit Romero for the seam for a touchdown earlier. Oh, no, bad snap. Vega pounces on it, but going to be a big-time loss for Goddard. So now, Coach, I might just kneel it down a couple times because going to halftime.
Now, if you're Los Lunas, do you call a timeout? They do not, actually. So
they use it now, Coach, and waste about 10 seconds.
So Goddard struggling with their shotgun snaps here the past couple times. So Coach Lunas, it took him about 15 seconds to call a timeout there. So 36 seconds to go in the first half. It's going to bring up a 2nd and long, and if you're Goddard, you just run the clock out now. So Lunas has, how many timeouts does Lunas have here, Coach? Let's see.
I think 2. I don't think they've used
2
one yet,
left.
Coach.
So Lunas can force a Goddard punt here if they get 2 stops. So maybe Lunas could, get the ball with 20 seconds to go or so. We'll see how it plays out. I think if you're Goddard, I think you just run some base plays here and force Lunas to use their timeouts. Goddard leads 21-7, 36 seconds to go. Goddard is on their own 15-yard line after the bobbled snap.
And, Coach, the revenge tour is continuing and doing well.
2nd and 30. So going to be back in so it's going to be a double wing, single back with Franzoy Nunez split to the left. The tight end Burrow is to the right. Vega under center.
Maybe get some toss action here to Franzoy.
Motion to Silva, toss to Franzoy. He's got a little bit of space. He's going to fall forward.
So Lunas going to call their timeout right away?
And they do. So Lunas calls a timeout right at the end of the play. It's going to be 27 seconds left. So I think you'll see Goddard run a real similar play again. So 27 seconds. Lunas takes the timeout. 1 left here. 3rd and about
25, Coach?
25 or so. A long way. Call it that.
3rd and a mile. 3rd and a mile.
And, Coach, shout out, big shout out here. One of the greatest Goddard Rocket quarterbacks of all time, Cameron Neff, listening at home.
Big shout out to Cameron Neff, Coach. Legendary Goddard Rocket quarterback and safety. He used to bring the lumber down from the safety position also.
No, and he's a guy, Coach, if he was here, he could go suit up at halftime and play the second half and probably rush for 200 yards. Great player, Cameron Neff. Shout out.
Great player, great family, great kid. Gotta love the Neffs.
So 3rd and long here, 3rd and 24, 27 seconds left. You're going to see Goddard more than likely just run a toss or just a base run here. Then you'll see Lunas call a quick timeout. Double wing. Actually going to be a trips bunch left, single back. Toss to the left, Silva. He's going to fall forward, get about 8. Going to bring up 4th down. Lunas with the quick timeout. 20 seconds. So we had guessed maybe about 20 seconds Lunas could get the ball back, but it's also going to be a punt. So now if you're Lunas, I think you really just send the house here, right? I mean, you try to get a punt block here with 20 seconds left.
Yeah.
If you're Goddard, max protect. Just got to get this punt off.
Yeah, Coach, that's exactly what you have to do if you're Los Lunas right here, because you're going to get the ball back if you don't block this kick deep in your own territory, pending a good Goddard Rocket punt. But you're going to have about 10, 15 seconds. So,
well, and it's if Goddard can get this punt off, in a perfect world, it's going to bounce and roll for 5 or 6 seconds as well. Force Lunas into a Hail Mary situation. Something to keep in mind, though, like we had mentioned earlier, Los Lunas probably has the best kicker in the state of New Mexico, Caden Bell. So you want to get this punt off if you're Goddard. You don't want Los Lunas to get a return here. You want this ball to roll around. Here we go. Burrell's going to punt from his own 14-yard line, left hash. Lunas coming after it. Punt is up in the air. Lunas is going to field it. Got some room. Trujillo going to be out of bounds. 11 seconds.
A little extracurricular activity happening over here.
The officials do a good job.
Great job by the officials.
It's always tough, whenever you get those plays that extend deep into the other team's bench, and everyone's got to get up and, hey, this and that, and
but the officials,
that's a part of the game, and the officials came in and just kind of got everybody moving the direction they needed to be. So, Coach, Los Lunas on their own 44-yard line, left hash, 11 seconds. So I think if you're Lunas, you want to try to complete this, get out of bounds, or throw it, get a first down, spike it, long field goal. Either way, looking for a field goal situation here with the type of leg that Bell has. They're going to go Hail Mary,
that
though.
ball's wobbly, and Mora comes up
This
with
is
it.
completed.
But they have to go because there's 4 seconds left.
So this is going to be, oh boy, 4 seconds down to the 10-yard line.
So
no timeouts. As soon as the ball's set, the clock runs. Lunas
3,
has the
2, 1.
clock.
Nope, halftime, coach.
Oh, it's either 1 second or it's halftime. Let's see.
So Lunas comes up as soon as the chains are set and the ball's set and tries to spike it.
It is 1 second or halftime.
The clock says 0-0-0, but we'll see what
Lunas
happens.
says 1 second. Goddard says 0, and it is
Halftime.
So a big break for Goddard, and I think that's the right call.
It was, Coach. It really was.
Because really forced.
Oh, and there's some personal flag penalties being thrown, I think, against the Tigers.
Late flags. Los Lunas was the
players and coaches yelling at the refs.
Really getting on to the officials, and they're still yelling at the officials. All the coaches, all the players. Wow. So let's...
things kind of unraveling for the Los Angeles Tigers.
We're going to stay here just to kind of unwind what just happened. I know that probably sounded like mayhem on the radio. So 4 seconds left on the clock. Lunas was up from their own 44-yard line. So they went Hail Mary, but they caught it at the 10-yard line of Goddard. Okay, so he lands on the 10. The officials waved to stop the clock with 4 seconds left. So what that means is the chain crew has to run down, get the first down set, so the clock stops until the chains are set, okay? Once the chains are set, then the clock runs, and it went from 4 to 0 before Lunas could run down. They had coach, 35 yards to run down, get set, get under center, take the snap, clock it to try to get a field goal. But the clock runs out, and then Los Lunas really got after the officials, and there's multiple flags.
Los Lunas is going to have to kick this ball from their own 15-yard line, coach.
For unsportsmanlike penalties.
Coming out of the half.
So we're going to take our halftime break. 15 minutes on the clock. We'll sort it all out. Stick around. Girls basketball Goddard preview with Coach Roybal. Boys basketball preview with Goddard with Coach Mestis. Listen to our sponsors as well. 106.5 Talk FM in Roswell. 98.7 The what?
The Eagle.
In Berlin.
Roll blue.
Make it a November to remember at Roswell Honda. They've knocked the absolute stuffing out of the prices across the lot, so you'll save a gravy boatload. Like a 2015 Nissan Rogue for just $209 a month, a 2012 Civic for just $164 a month, or a 2012 Dodge Caravan for just $109 a month. Get a free turkey and a 12-pack of Pepsi just for stopping by, a pumpkin pie with a qualified test drive, and a $25 Albertsons gift card with a purchase. And register to win a $400 Visa shopping spree. November to remember on now at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
The demand for registered nurses continues to grow. Now is the time to apply for New Mexico's #1 ranked nursing program at ENMU Roswell. A new class of first-year students will be accepted for this coming January 2022 semester. Receive state-of-the-art training with experienced faculty who will prepare you for a rewarding career in nursing. Application deadline is November 5th. For more information, call 575-624-7401.
Fergie's Plumbing and Heating now has financing available through One Main Financial. Let Fergie's keep your house warm all winter long. Call 622-2260 today. And when you get a new HVAC unit from Fergie's, you get a $50 Cattle Baron gift card on them. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating, 622-2260.
Welcome back on our halftime show of the big football game, Goddard at Los Lunas. I'm Gene Dow, and right now what we'd like to do is take a look ahead to the upcoming Goddard Rocket basketball season. And the first coach that we're going to chat with today is Coach Anthony Maestas of the boys basketball team. Coach, thanks for taking time to talk with us today, and tell us a little bit what it was like last year trying to coach through the COVID protocols and the COVID season. That was just a totally different way of coaching a basketball team than you've probably ever experienced before.
Yes, sir. First of all, thanks for having me on and getting the listeners to hear some information about Goddard boys basketball. Last year, going through the pandemic, and which we still are now, it's just been wild. You'll have kids miss practice because they have a cough, or if they have a headache, they're not allowed to come to school. kids and referees and coaches and bus drivers. We all have to wear masks still. It's been difficult. It really has been difficult. But, a lot of these kids all throughout the state, they're, going through the adversity and they're overcoming it and they're getting the chance to play. So what we just try to tell our kids, just be happy that we have a chance to play because NMAA could shut us down at any time.
Right, and we don't want that to happen, and so that's why, people are being encouraged to follow all the protocols. I'm sure it's been an interesting challenge just to keep players motivated, keep them, especially during the time of the year when nobody was in school. Were you able? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah, you're exactly right. That was difficult. We had some boys that I wish were playing this year, but even now with masks and some of the COVID guidelines, they weren't coming to school, so they're not getting a chance to play based off of their eligibility status, and that hurt because even last year, a lot of those kids. They weren't coming to school. It was hard for them to do online. It was difficult. It was hard to be standing at your computer for, 6 to 8 hours a day and doing homework. And, it was kind of like you have freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors, and they're already doing college preparatory classes. And some of our students weren't ready for that at that point.
Yeah. But this year starts out, we have kids in school. You're able to, and they participated in the fall sports. And how about the group that you've got coming to play for you this year? Tell us a little bit about how that's been, just finding out, who's coming out for basketball this year.
Yeah, it's been really good. We had a good summer program. We got some kids in the gym. Of course, we're wearing our mask and cleaning the basketballs, cleaning the gym, and we're still doing that now. And the majority of our varsity team, is fortunate to be playing, which is nice. I'm happy they're still competing. And, once, football season is over with, they'll come to us. And hopefully we'll get them in a quick basketball shape because we have our first game December 7th against Carlsbad. And Carlsbad's no joke. They're loaded. They got everybody back. And then 2 days after that, we'll go to the academy tournament and we'll play Hope Christian. So our first two games, they're a difficult task at hand, but like I said before, we're happy that we're playing this year.
Every group of players every year is just a little bit different. With the group that you anticipate coming back and playing for you this year, what style of basketball do you hope to be able to play? I mean, is there a style that you like to play and you try to fit the talent into that, or do you make some adjustments based on the talent that you have available to you each year?
Well, it's going to have to be adjustments game by game. Like this week just alone, we've had 3 boys not be able to practice with us because of the COVID guidelines. And so we're missing the boys that are at football, and the 3 boys that are supposed to be with us this week, they're not in school because of, like I said, of the COVID guidelines. And so it's just going to have to be game by game. We might have to just do a different matchup in zones, or we'll play man. And of course, if we have everybody full force, I like to play man. I like to get up and down, and it's just fun. But it's just going to have to go game by game decision, and just depending on the personnel that we have for each game.
Right. Well, and I think all coaches are having to deal with that, which makes it an even bigger challenge. Fan support, it was kind of hard to gauge during the COVID year, but what do you hear from the fan base, from the Goddard Rocket fans? Are they ready to come out and support your team this year?
Oh, without a doubt. And I'm happy that everybody's going to get back and get people in the stands and on the lower section in the upper deck, and get the rivalry game back with Roswell High. And we'll always have a great crowd when we play Artesia as well. So it's going to be nice to have everybody fed and getting back into gyms and people going crazy, and it's going to be nice again.
Let me ask you this, Coach. As you look around the state of New Mexico, other than your program, of course, who do you think some of the top teams in 4A are going to be this year?
Well, right now you probably have Highland. They have the big kid who's 6'10". You have Del Norte. They have a couple guards. They lost their better guards. They still have 2 really good guards. And you still always have kids or teams in the metro that, they're playing basketball year-round every weekend. And then, of course, Artesia's owned our district for the last 2 years, and, we're chasing Artesia to beat them this year. So that's where we're at.
Well, and district is always tough because you've got Artesia, as you mentioned, Lovington, and Portales, and you can never look past those guys either.
No, without a doubt. Coach Mondragon does a great job with his team, and Coach Pack does a great job in Lovington. They'll play hard. And then now you have, Coach McBroom, if the son's taking over. So it's going to be a different transition for him. But always, year in and year out, like Artesia and Lovington, those are two great games. And even against Portales, last year when we played Artesia, we played them twice, go to overtime both games. It always comes down to the wire.
That's right. Anything else you'd like to mention for the fans here before we get back to the second half of this football game?
Hey, just thanks for the support. Come on, watch these boys. They've been working hard all summer in the off season, and just get those fans packed in here at Ground Zero and support these boys. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Look forward to covering your team this year.
All right, take care. Have a good
You may have heard of Smart Hub. Smart Hub is Central Valley Electric's online tool for members to manage their electric account. With Smart Hub, not only can you securely pay your bill online, you can view your detailed electric use 24 hours a day. You can report an outage while staying up to date with the latest co-op news, compare past and current electric use. Sign up for paperless billing or reoccurring payment so that your payment is never late. The best thing is you can access Smart Hub from your computer, tablet, or smartphone, so it goes everywhere you go. Visit cvecoop.org to get started or give us a call.
Where can you find the best selection of beautiful and unique home decor in the region? Easy. Casa Decor in Ruidoso. For years, people from all over have come to Casa Decor for the best selection of rustic, real wood furniture, beautiful decor from the Southwest and beyond, and quality outdoor furniture and accessories that are built to last a lifetime. At Casa Decor, they have over 10,000 square feet of showroom for everything you need. Casa Decor opens 7 days a week from 9:30 to 5 at 1214 Meacham Drive in Ruidoso or online at casadecorruidoso.com. Proud supporter of local high school sports.
Have you noticed the days are getting shorter? This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but we're on the downhill side of the year, so every day is a couple of minutes shorter than the one before, even though your plants need plenty of food and water to keep them healthy. Like those globe willows that are turning yellow. A good dose of the right fertilizer will make them bright green again. No matter what the problems you're having, we probably have a cure at Roswell Seed Company. But come see us soon, because winter's coming, you know.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
And welcome back here on the halftime of our broadcast, Goddard at Los Lunas. And we thought we'd take a look at halftime, take a look at the upcoming basketball season. And you've probably been listening to him for the last hour or so, but we're going to talk with Coach Chris Roybal, who's the head girls basketball coach. And congratulations on getting the head coaching job with the Goddard Rockets this year. You've been in the program for a couple of years now. How excited are you to be the head coach now?
Oh, gee, I can't tell you how excited I am, especially with the program. So I've been with these girls. I know these girls. We're all pretty close. So that just adds to the excitement of getting the head coaching job. And also, I'm a Goddard Rocket alumni too. So just to add a little more excitement to it. So I can't wait to get started.
What was it like trying to coach the team through the COVID season? You know, you had last year we didn't have kids in school, and then you got to play an abbreviated season. What kind of challenges did that present, and how were you able to work through those?
So it was extremely challenging, you know, having to deal with doing daily check-ins, having to have the girls wear their mask in the gym, and just dealing with, like you said, the abbreviated schedule. That was also rough because with the abbreviated schedule, there was only 8 playoff teams, and if it wasn't for that, we would have definitely made the playoffs. So all around, it was a tough year for us. We were just fortunate to get some games in after the season being delayed, and for a while we thought we might not even have a season. So we were fortunate to get a season in, but yeah, there was a lot of challenges in that season, though.
And did the girls, most of the girls, stick with it and work hard through all of that and do the best they could with the situation they were in?
Yes, sir. Just because they were fortunate to play even through all the different ordeals they had to go through. Yeah, the girls stayed working hard, stayed as positive as they could be, and we had a good season. Just fell short of making the playoffs. But like I said, if it wasn't for that abbreviated schedule and NMAA taking less teams, we would have definitely been in the playoffs. So just a rough year for us.
Yeah. Well, how about this year now? The kids are in school. Of course, the volleyball team just finished playing in the state volleyball tournament this past week. How's the team looking? Are you starting to get some players back and starting to get some practicing in?
Yes, sir. So the first official day was just this last Monday on the 15th. So we were able to get our tryouts done and then get our team situated between the freshmen, the JV, and the varsity team. So there's a lot more girls to come out and try out this year than last year. That's definitely something that the COVID year took away some participation for us. So it was good to see the numbers back up, and we have a lot of talent returning. We have a pretty solid team. I'm really excited about it. The girls are excited. They've been working extremely hard, so we can't wait to get started. Our first game is next Tuesday at Gadsden.
That's the end of the earth.
Yeah, seriously, especially right before Thanksgiving break. That's going to be a rough road trip to take.
That's true, but that's a nice old gym down there, so it'll be a...
Yeah, I do like that gym. It has that old school, like, field house type of feel to it, so
yeah.
I do like that gym.
So what type of, I know it's coming off the COVID year, and then you've got a bunch of new players. What kind of team do you think you're going to have this year?
So we have a lot of really quick, fast guards. We could shoot the basketball well. And we're also really athletic. So we're going to try to get up and down, Gene, press a little bit, try to play the game fast, but also be really fundamental at the same time.
Well, that's always the challenge. When you look around the state of New Mexico in 4A, who are some of the other programs that you anticipate and expect to be really tough this year when you look around New Mexico?
Portales is always tough. My buddy Todd McBroom at Gallup, he always has a tough team. Highland's been pretty good the last 2 years, even though they lost the Crawford girl. Espanola made a good run last year. They're going to be tough again. So there's a few. St. Pius is also pretty tough. So there's a few teams that are going to be in the running at the end. I think there's up to 6 or 7 teams that have a shot at the whole thing.
That's pretty exciting to keep an eye on. And how about district? How do you see the district this year?
So I mentioned Portales. They've won district the past few years, and they bring a lot of those girls back. Thank goodness those girls are finally seniors. They got a really tough team over there.
Yeah.
Coach Grace does a great job. And Artesia, they're going to be tough. They have some good athletes, and Coach Highland does a really good job with those girls, especially with that 1-3-1. So that'll be a good game for us too. Lovington, they're a little down right now, but man, Wade Scott's a great coach. So I don't think they're going to be down for very long. Yeah,
if you have to judge emotional coaches, I think he's at the top of the list. And
yeah, that's right.
He does a great job for him. Well, we appreciate you taking time to talk to us. Best of luck with the basketball program. And again, you said your first game is Tuesday night?
Yes, sir. Already coming up Tuesday night at Gadsden.
So, well, good luck with that. Good luck with the rest of the season, and thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you, Dean. I appreciate it. Have a great night.
High-flying action is back on the High Plains as Eastern New Mexico University men's and women's basketball is back on the hardwood. ENMU has a thrilling home slate as they welcome in conference rivals and national runner-up West Texas A&M, in-state rival Western New Mexico, and many other exciting matchups that you don't want to miss. Season tickets start as low as $50 for the 2021-22 season. Call 575-562-2153 or visit GoEasternAthletics.com for more ticket information. ENMU Greyhound men's and women's basketball, all in.
All right, welcome back. Second half action. Goddard Rocket football at Los Lunas. The officials have been trying to sort out how to mark off the unsportsmanlike penalties that Los Lunas had right at the end of the first half. So there were multiple unsportsmanlike calls. So it looks like, so we're going to get an explanation here. So I think there were 2 unsportsmanlike penalties, but you're only going to mark off one. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty. So Caden Bell from Los Lunas is going to kick off from his own 25, going south to north. Coach Roybal, I'm Coach Deck. Goddard leads 21-7, started the third quarter. And Coach Goddard really start to finish has really done whatever they want to do on offense and defense, forcing the turnover on defense and really ground and pound with John Silva out in the open. Bell with the kickoff from his own 25. Here we go. State championship berth on the line. This one is going to stay in. Elijah Kudos is going to field this from his own 15. Got a little bit of room here. got a little bit of space, cuts it outside. Going to be a nice return there from Elijah Kiddos up to about the 35-yard line. So, and Coach, I wonder if how much Los Lunas is used to covering kicks, because it's always a touchback. And so Goddard, 21-7 lead, 11:53 start of the third quarter. Goddard's going to have the ball on their own 35-yard line, left hash, going north to south. Here we go. Nunez split to the right, bone backfield. Vega under center. Keelan fullback, Silva tailback, toss to Silva. Got a little bit of space there, trying to cut it back. Trying to push the pile forward. Going to be about a 4-yard gain on first down. So it's a way to start the half if you're Goddard. So, Coach, if you're Los Lunas, you need a early stop here, to try to get back in this game, capture the early momentum here in the second half. If you're Goddard, and if you can get a 28-7 lead here and use some clock to start the third,
you're going to have a hard time scoring.
Huge advantage there. So really a huge possession here, I would say, for both teams with a state championship berth on the line. Artesia leads Farmington 27-14 over there. Heavy bone left now. Franzoy on the toss. Lunas all over that one. Going to be no gain. Actually, a gain of 1, so going to bring up a 3rd and 5 here.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Coach. This is a big-time possession right here for the Goddard Rockets. If they score, I don't see Los Lunas being able to recover from that 28-7 deficit if Goddard scores. It's 21-7 right now, though. 3rd and 4, left hash at the Goddard 41-yard line. Big-time third down coming up. High drama.
Definitely long way to go here. 10:30 and running. 3rd and 4. So the T-pistol look, Vega in the shotgun. Lunas crowding the box. Silva's going to keep this, spinning, trying to fall forward. It's going to bring up a 4th and 1. So that was the same play Silva scored on earlier. Lunas did a good job hassling that one. Big call here early, Coach, if you're Goddard. It's actually 4th and 2. Do you go for this? if you're Goddard, 4th and 2 in your own territory on your own 43 with a 21-7 lead. We're going for it. Coach White, the Riverboat Gambler. Here we go. 9:47. T-pistol, Vega in the gun. Vega going to keep it up the middle. Oh, where are they going to spot it? Oh, where are they going to spot it? It's close, Coach. I don't know where they're going to spot it. So he had the surge that was close, and then he falls back. Where are they going to spot it? I think he has to make the 45. So if they spot it, yeah, it's a turnover. So he's going to end up 6 inches short.
So a meatball short right there, Coach.
Wow,
he's going to get the ball.
Big stop for Los Lunas' defense. I like the call from Goddard. Be aggressive. 4th and 2. Vega tried to fall forward for that, so Lunas on the ball, ready to go. Trips left. Twins right. Paul Sermon's going to keep it up the middle. He's got space. Look out. Runs over a guy all the way down to Goddard's 17-yard line. So Los Lunas starts with a big play on their first possession. It was an empty formation.
Down to the
Sermons
20.
Keeps it right up the middle. Down to Goddard's 20. They're on the ball, ready to go. Run up the middle to Carlos Sermons. He's going to get about 6. Down to Goddard's 14-yard line.
2nd and 4 coming up, Coach. So Los Lunas with the big-time stop on 4th down. The offense responding.
Yeah, Lunas doing what they had to do to start the second half here. They get a stop and now driving. 2nd and 5, we'll call it, from Goddard's 15. Twins left, tight end to the left. Tight end's eligible to the left. Just a quarterback run up the middle. Goddard all over that one, no gain. So that was a quarterback lead play. Searmans blocking for Searmans, no gain, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Paul Searman was the quarterback coach, spun off of one tackle and ran right into another tackler. Goddard doing a great job right there at the line of scrimmage. Going to be 3rd and 5. He didn't get any on that play. Middle of the field at the Goddard Rocket 15-yard line. Some more high drama here in Los Lunas.
Trips to the right, tight end to the left, gun right. Searman's going to roll out to the right. He's going to get the out route complete for a first down to number 3, Emilio Morris. It's going to be 1st and goal, Los Lunas from Goddard's 9.
And, Coach, so far, Searman seems to be more accurate when he's on the run as opposed to standing in the pocket.
So this is going to bring up a 1st and goal right on the 9-yard line, right hash. Lunas going south to north here.
Goddard needs a big-time goal line stand here.
So trips left, Twins right into the boundary. Probably going to get a motion here. And there's the motion. Paul Searman's going to keep it right up the middle, trying to fight forward, and he's going to be into the end zone for a Los Lunas touchdown. So the Paul Searman show to start the second half off for Lunas, running like a man possessed.
That is one strong football player, Coach.
Coach Goddard really was all over him, and he broke several tackles, dragged a guy, and then falls forward. So swinging gates to start here for the PAT. They're going to shift over in their PAT formation. 21-13, Goddard leads, PAT pending. Bell's on for the extra point. A little bit of a low snap, but they get it. It's up. It's good. So Los Lunas with the quick answer here started the 3rd quarter. Goddard still leads 21-14. We'll be right back.
This is Renee.
Happy to be here.
She's not some influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker, turning her 4-acre lot into a little slice of heaven behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Renee runs with us because the most important job is the next one.
That's all I got.
Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear Renee's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
We're back. So far here in the 3rd quarter, Goddard got the ball first. Lunas gets a stop on 4th down, and then Coach Paul Searman's the bulldozer. Several runs, a couple passes down the field. Lunas punches it in. The PAT's good. Cuts into Goddard's lead. Now 21-14, 8:02 to go. Bell's going to kick off from the normal 40-yard line. This should be a deep kick into the end zone. There it goes. Coach, that almost hit the Cathedral in Santa Fe.
And it actually ends up hitting the Cathedral Santa Fe. I love it, Coach. Actually ends up hitting the Los Lunas Tiger big blow-up mascot they come out of.
Man,
gosh, that kid
what
booming
leg. Danny Gonzalez and our UNM Lobos call up Caden Bell. Wow, just a junior with a leg.
Coach,
wow.
That's the best leg I've seen all year. Maybe in a couple years.
Yeah, Coach.
When we came down when the juniors now are freshmen, that kid was kicking 40-yard field goals in 3 games.
Goddard 1st and 10 from their own 20. 21-14 lead. It's actually a heavy trips bunch, and Nunez split to the left, so technically a quad slip to the left. Toss to the left. Goddard going to pick up 3. It's going to be
about a 2nd and 6.
Silva on the carry, so a nice first down gain for Goddard. So it was a trips bunch to the left, and then Nunez was split wide to the left, so a quads look there.
Ball on the Goddard Rocket 24-yard line at the left hash, moving north to south. Looks like Goddard's coming out in that same quad formation with a tight bunch trip to the receiver bunch out to the left. This last one, this crowd is getting into it. A little cross play to Silva. He's going to take it.
Look out! He's busts open out the open field, breaks the tackle all the way to the 50. Oh boy, a toss to the left. Silva makes 2 cuts, breaks a tackle, and Coach Juan, he was almost gone. A good job by Los Lunas with the tackle there. Ooh, boy. Coach
that was almost another house call by Silva. This kid's only a sophomore for you folks listening at home.
25-yard run. It's going to be still in Goddard's territory on the 49-yard line, left hash. Goddard's going to flip the formation here. So Trips bunch to the right, Nunez to the right, a quads look, Vega under center, toss to the right now. Silva fall forward, maybe one. 6:38 and running.
So ball at midfield now, going to be a 2nd and 9 for Goddard Rockets. Ball in the middle of the field. Again, Goddard moving north to south right here. Leighton Victor getting the play call from Coach Wyatt. Vega also there. Vega been doing a good job of being the field general today, running that offense.
So same formation, but flip it now. Trips bunch to the left. Nunez split to the left. Oh, and that's the ball's down. I thought Lunas was offside there.
That looked like offside Los Lunas, Coach.
So Lunas really, their whole defensive line flew across the... It looked like their whole defensive line jumped.
That looked like...
And it forced a fumble, but Goddard got back on it. So, wow, so Coach Lunas, they must have really timed the snap count there. Fortunate for Goddard, Vega jumps on that, so no gain. Goddard ball still 3rd and 10, 49-yard line. Lunas fans on their feet, 5:35 and running, 3rd quarter. Goddard still leads 21-14. Huge play here.
Another big-time 3rd down coming up, Coach. You know, Coach, I like my matchup one-on-one right here with Diego Nunez flanked out to the right.
Lunas with a loaded box, playing everybody tight. And a whistle before the snap. It's going to be a delay of game on Goddard, so 5-yard penalty. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 15 now.
Seemed like a bit of a quick play clock right there. So Goddard's going to have the ball at their own 44-yard line with 15 to go, 3rd and 15, 5:12 left in the 3rd quarter. Goddard Rockets up 21-14.
5:10 and running now. Goddard going to jump into the spread here. Trips left. Vega gun right. Vinzer split wide to the right. Lunas going to rush 4. Screen play. He has Silva, breaks a tackle, but then Lunas going to tackle him short. So good play call. Silva had some space. And there's sadly an injury on the play here. So we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. 106.5 Talk FM in Roswell, 98.7 Belen, the Eagle. We'll be back.
Make it a November to remember at Roswell Honda. They've knocked the absolute stuffing out of the prices across the lot, so you'll save a gravy boatload. Like a 2015 Nissan Rogue for just $209 a month, a 2012 Civic for just $164 a month, or a 2012 Dodge Caravan for just $109 a month. Get a free turkey and a 12-pack of Pepsi just for stopping by, a pumpkin pie with a qualified test drive, and a $25 Albertsons gift card with a purchase. And register to win a $400 Visa shopping spree. November to remember, on now at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Ladies and gentlemen, So Easy Sewing finally has our most popular sewing machines and sergers back in stock. We have the Zest, our entry-level machine, on sale for $149. We have the amazing Jazz 2, which boasts a 12-inch throat, on sale for $7.99, and our #1 selling Verve sewing embroidery combo machine on sale for $9.99. All machines include lifetime instruction on the use of the machine. Hurry in to 200 East College Boulevard in Roswell to claim your new machine before they're gone. So Easy Sewing. You've never had it so easy.
There's never a bad time to break out a bag of La Poblanita Party Tostadas. At home, the office, in the club, wherever. Parties happen with La Poblanita Party Tostadas. The perfect crunch, seasoned just right and ready to get the party started. It's the dippable chip that bites back. The chips that make bland salsas better. Grab a bag of La Poblanita Party Tostadas at your local grocery store across all of southeastern New Mexico. And take the party up a notch with La Poblanita Party Tostadas. They're all that and a bag of chips.
Fergie's Plumbing and Heating now has financing available through One Main Financial. Let Fergie's keep your house warm all winter long. Call 622-2260 today. And when you get a new HVAC unit from Fergie's, you get a $50 Cattle Baron gift card on them. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating, 622-2260.
Okay, we're back, and so sadly there's an injury on the play, so they're gonna bring out the cart here, and coach, this is always the toughest part of football games, seeing somebody get hurt here. So while they hopefully he'll be okay and they get all this sorted out. I'm not going to speculate or give out any names or numbers or anything like that, but player from Los Lunas, there are people on the field taking care of him, and
so prayers go out to that player for Los Lunas and his family. Looked like a tough injury right there. So it's going to be...
So Goddard leads 21-14. They led 21-7 at the half, and then Los Lunas to start the third quarter here. Big stop on defense, and then Paul Searmans goes down, takes him into the end zone to make it 21-14. Then on Goddard's next possession, they pick up a big run from John Silva to the 50. Lunas tightens up, gets Goddard into a 3rd and long. And Goddard throws it to Silva and had some open space, and Goddard forces Lunas with the nice tackle, brings up the 4th and 9, so that's where we stand. And with like we said, the unfortunate injury situation.
And thankfully, Coach, it wasn't a head and neck injury, and you hate to see a kid injured, but better a leg than a head or neck injury. Prayers, again, to that Los Lunas Tiger.
So we'll take another timeout here, and 106.5 Roswell, Talk FM, 98.7 Belen, the Eagle. We'll be right back.
Mays Lumber has all the hard-to-find hardwood you've been looking for. Oak, cherry, walnut, poplar, and maple. Plus, hard-to-find exotic woods like purple heart, zebra wood, ambrosia maple, black limba, and bloodwood. Perfect for that one-of-a-kind gift piece or table. Get ready with Formica and Wilson Art countertops in 12-footer custom length with installation available. Make it happen at Mays Lumber, 115 South Virginia in Roswell, serving southeastern New Mexico and beyond since 1934.
We're back. So the injured player there are getting him off the field here, and they'll get him taken care of. Again, thoughts and prayers to him. Standing ovation from both sides of the fans here, and both teams wishing him well. And back to football here. Goddard 21-14 lead, 4:49 to go. Goddard's going to punt here from their own 50. Number 23 for Los Lunas, back to return. Darren Romero. Burrow back to punt for Goddard. Lunas playing the return. It's a high punt, and it's going to land and go out of bounds at Lunas's 20-yard line. So, Coach, Los Lunas with 2 stops here. They are back in the game. Now they have a chance to tie this up.
Pretty big punt right there by Burrow, getting them inside the 20-yard line of Los Lunas. But, man, those Los Lunas returners and blockers scare me, Coach. That ball's around them, and they don't get out of the way. One unfortunate bounce and fortunate bounce for Goddard, and that could be our ball.
So Lunas can open up an empty, trips right to the field, twins to the left, motion into the boundary. Searmans is going to give this to Trujillo, number 2. He's going to pick up about 5. So fly sweep into the boundary there, out of an empty look. Picks up 5. He's going to get out of bounds, so the clock is going to stop here. 2nd and 5, Lunas on their own 25-yard line. Left hash. working south to north here, trailing Goddard 21-14, 4:34. Third quarter, trips left, twins left, or trips right, twins left. Now motion into the field. Searman's going to keep this one. He's going to make a cut. Look out, stops on a dime, makes another cut. Then he's hit from behind by Leighton Victor, but not after a 15-yard gain up to Lunas's 39-yard line.
Yeah.
First down, Los Lunas.
Leighton came with a big-time hit, but not before Searman's came away with the first down. Going to be Los Lunas ball near the left hash at the Los Lunas 39-yard line, working south to north. The Los Lunas Tigers really relying on Searman's, and he is coming through the second half, the junior quarterback.
So a double pro look here. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers off the line. Deep pass. Searman's looking for number 3, and it's incomplete. Emilio Mora had a step, but the deep ball a little bit long.
They just haven't been able to connect on any of those deep balls today, Coach.
So Lunas got into a max protect type of spread formation there. They had two receivers off the line of scrimmage, but a 2 tight end look. Max protect, 2 verticals, throws it deep. And Coach, again, Searman's with a big-time arm, but just a little bit long there. Elijah Kidos with good coverage for Goddard. Coach. Twins right, twins left, gun right, 2nd and 10. Motion. A quick screen out to the right, and that's incomplete.
Dropped, and then Diego Nunez with the big-time hit on their receiver. They tried a little hitch pass, and Diego Nunez lit it up. Going to be 3rd and long for the Tigers.
So they motioned the slot receiver to make it a trips look, and then they tried throwing a quick tunnel screen towards the motion there, and it was incomplete. But either way, Goddard was all over that. If he caught it, it was going to be a tackle for loss. So empty again, trips left, twins right in the middle of the field on the 39-yard line, 3rd and 10. Motion. This is going to be a false start on Los Lunas, so they were a little...
Coach, going to be a false start here. Going to be 3rd and 15 now for Los Lunas on their 39-yard line. Ball in the middle of the field. So far, Coach, I don't think that Searman has completed a pass in the pocket, but he's definitely looked good rolling out of the pocket and making some throws.
Third and 15. Twins right, twins left, gun right. Searman's going to see him on the move here to the right, trying to buy some time. Going to throw back to his left, deep.
No way.
And the coverage is there. So Searman's sprinted out to his right, put his foot in the ground, turned back left, and threw a ball 50, 60 yards in the air. But Goddard is playing deep coverage. Silva on the coverage there on the backside post. 4th and 15. So this will force a Lunas punt. Coach, again, Searman's showing off the arm strength, but Goddard's defense on that one.
Not quite the touch, though, Coach.
So Lunas, they sneak a guy on late. You can't do that.
So
But Lunas does punt. This ball's going to bounce, and it's going to take a big Los Lunas bounce. Wow, all the way down to Goddard's 11-yard line. So Luna snuck a guy late on from the sideline there and had him almost right on the sideline. You can't do that. I thought maybe they were going to have a tricky fake punt there. So if you sneak a guy late on